fine.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot making we're seeing out there today. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Birdie try again here today.
And a great start.
Strong par 5 to start, followed by a good par 3. The second hole is 225 yards.
Two bunkers, Rich, when you look at this par 3. In between is a nice corridor, and that's really the line that you want to be looking at going at this par 3. Just thread the gap, and you should safely find the green.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Not a real hard game, is it? Birdie birdie to open. We're at the third hole now at the Wetlands. It's a par 4, 460 yards. Frank, you watched the Web.com Tour event down here, and what'd you see when the young bombers came to this hole?
Oh, this is a hole they just love, Rich. You know, it's flat, it's long, and it's straight, so they just tee it up, aim it straight at the green, hit it as hard as they can. And some of these guys were just going in with an 8 or a 9 iron. It was quite amazing. And, of course, when you go with an 8 or a 9 iron into this hole, you look at 3 more often than not.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
99.23564 recurring. That's what I make it. Frank, he appears to be in control of his game in the early going.
I like what I'm seeing out there, doing all the basic things at a very, very high level, getting the ball in play. That helps set up the next shot. Next shot gets on the green. That's how it sets up the birdie putt. It's one thing leading to another.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
And now back over to the fourth. Frank, the Maserati's tuned up early, running 120 on the first few holes here.
Yeah, you've got all 12 cylinders going. Just a player in full flight. It's amazing how that club's tearing through the air, 100, 120 miles an hour. Ball just sailing down the fairway. Managing to hold those greens. And, of course, the greens today putting so beautifully. So we have a chance to just sort of light it up there today.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Now to the fifth hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, 635 yards. A lot going on here, Frank.
The shorter hitters don't really worry about the swampland on the left because it really only cuts in to worry the longer hitters if you want to try and reach this par 5 and 2. So shorter hitters, 2 good shots, set up a wedge shot. Longer hitters, are you straight enough to hit it into the narrowest part of the fairway?
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree. Now the second shot to the par 5. Had the club face open just a bit at impact, and that one moves considerably to the right of the flagstick. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain distance and really your mind has to be about 2-putting and not trying to be a hero.
Getting set now over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. On to the par 4 sixth here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway. And that might be worth considering for the short hitters. To try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands, 276 yards. And of course, the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Should be safely on deck.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Frank, now we get a crack at another par 5. The 7th is 592 yards.
And certainly reachable, especially with a tee shot that follows the shape of this fairway, which is slightly to the left. Good tee shot, you can get home. And those bunkers, if anything, are nicely placed on that left side of the green, actually to protect a shot that goes too far or too left.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one.
Second shot.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. So a tester from 4 feet. And Frank, this is just an absolute bludgeoning right now. An eagle, and the lead widens. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So tricky little par 3.
Good clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Settles in over the putt.
Oh, another one goes in.
Frank, looking at this par 5 9th hole, it's 621 yards. I need to make birdie here. What's the best way to go about it?
Well, if you're a long hitter, then there's a chance you can reach this par 5 and 2, Rich. But really the best way to make birdie here, good tee shot, and then contemplate the layup. In between the first 2 bunkers, there's a nice section of fairway, and it's not going to leave you much in for that third shot to a green that's very receptive. So really, birdie can be made the hard way, wedge and a putt.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it, send it.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Now his third, staring right at the green. And it makes the green in regulation. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Well, this could be good. Ball rolls up, not his best effort, but it certainly won't be a round wrecker.
No, 30 feet. On the PGA Tour, the statistics of making one from 30 feet nearly the same as 3 putting.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Par 4 11th, 443 yards. What's the best strategy here, Frank?
Somehow find the fairway, Rich. This is brutal. Miss it left or miss it right. But it's Florida. Fairways are wide enough, soft enough. But a good tee shot's still going to leave you a lengthy second.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Locked in on the read and the speed. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, it's still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Ideal position, sitting up perfectly. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So close. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Has it. That's birdie. Here we go at the par 4 13th, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the 2 front greenside bunkers.
Frank, if this were baseball, that would be an upper deck moonshot.
It'd be out of the stands. But not only that, it is in the middle of the fairway. Long, incredibly long and straight.
Tape measure shot. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
14th hole here at the Wetlands. A dangerous par 3 comes in at 204 yards. There's some trouble out there.
And this is where you have to readjust your focus. If you start looking right or left of this green, you see all the problems that could come in and prevail. Instead, just look at that front bunker. Try and fly your tee shot over that, somewhere around the front edge of the green, maybe 3 or 4 yards on, and then the hole becomes that much easier.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. These putts keep the round together.
A lip out's fine as long as it doesn't happen to you.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands. It's 590 yards.
Which is really a tempting yardage. A good tee shot, perhaps think of reaching the par 5 and 2. But this green well protected by 3 bunkers, 2 on the left side and 1 short right. But hey, fortune favours the brave. At least that's what I was told.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Second shot.
On the green, and the chance for birdie. Trying to make yet another birdie. Continues to putt beautifully. Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage, and also a good strike's required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
This is a good-looking shot. Just a beautiful approach shot. Shouldn't be a problem here. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those 2 bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. '17th at the Wetlands, par 3, 238 yards. Frank, how would you describe this hole?
Well, it's a hole really that shapes up well for a nice little high draw. See the angle of the green pointing slightly to the right. A nice little draw into this par 3, and that'll find a nice avenue. Maybe a kick forward, 15, 20 feet left for birdie. And if you birdied 16, Chance to birdie 17 as well.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. From about 8 feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a great putt and a great win.
Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole. And